Alright, chat, let's get into this. Alright, man, welcome back to another true crime reaction. Today we got When a Killer Vlogs His Murders. This one should be absolutely fucking interesting, so like always, let's not waste any time, just get right into this one, man. Oh, it's been a while since I've done that.
So how do you feel, Kayleen?
Oh yeah, also, viewer discretion is advised. This video is about someone who literally vlogged murdering people, right? So the following video is probably going to be pretty disturbing for a certain set of the audience, and continue at your own risk. It's been a while since I've had to do that too.
Done.
Alright, let's go.
The part that I'm not looking forward to.
My husband's great. He really is. He's very respectful to me.
Oh my
he
God,
spoils me. He takes care of me.
I'm getting pretty close to that time.
This is gonna be horrible.
This is what I gotta do. I don't even question it anymore. At this point, I don't know what's gonna happen. I may get caught right away. I mean, I could basically be dead in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. It's all up to chance at this point.
Hey guys. Nice, look at all that smoke, oh my gosh.
Though his family didn't yet know it, something was off with Peter Keller. What follows is found footage that just might be some of the most disturbing recordings ever filmed.
Yeah, real shit.
Documented like a YouTube video, the video diaries Peter created provide a rare glimpse into the mind of a killer and document how something that may have begun as an innocent hobby ultimately manifested as unbelievable cruelty.
Here, think about stuff.
There we fucking go, man.
Think about, like, how did I get so...
The majority of the following footage has never been seen before. It has been analyzed by a licensed professional counselor.
Okay. Looks like everything's working. Just checking the camera out. Since this is the first time.
This guy's really about to fucking film himself? Holy shit.
Watching myself. I hate watching myself.
Shut the fuck up. We do too,
man,
buddy.
that's the way other people see me. So it's gonna take some getting used to. Not used to talking into a camera. Let's see, so here you can look at the trail. There's not much of a trail. I try to keep it as hidden as I can, so other people will stay off of it, which has worked so far. It's pretty far out, so nobody's been up here yet. I usually come up with between a 30 and 40 pound pack. Every time I bring a load of something up, I'm actually starting to get a lot up here. Try to make it as easy as I can during the transition time. So far I've got a bed, blow-up bed, mattress, with blankets and pillows and clothes and stuff to keep me comfortable. So,
Bro, this is
let's see how long
horrifying.
I last doing this. I don't know.
Just what exactly Peter was doing in North Bend, Washington
Wait,
isn't...
what? Why is he in North Bend? That's right by where I live, bruh! I hate, why, bro?
yet clear. It's incredibly rare to have self-recorded footage of a killer, and is especially interesting in this case because the scope of Peter's chilling plans could hardly be imagined from the casual conversations he has with the camera.
Basically come up here on the weekends or on a Friday, weekday, whenever the weather permits, or depending on what I'm doing, at least once a week. And I tend to stay up here for about, well, with travel time, probably around 9 hours a day, or each time, which is a long time.
When he wasn't traversing the wilderness with his camera and dog, 41-year-old Peter was also a father and a husband.
Was. Keyword was.
Okay, I got this thing. Because you guys won't let me take that main picture.
He and his wife Lynette had an 18-year-old daughter named Kayleen, and the three appeared to be a normal, happy family.
Are you videotaping her?
Yep. Let's do a lot of videotape, and then I just cut all the junk out.
However, Peter's mysterious project in the woods would eventually take a terrible toll on his day-to-day life.
Kayleen Keller.
how do you feel, Kayleen?
No more high school, yay!
Feel different? No?
You don't feel different? You got a new life ahead of you. No more freaking.
This guy's about to kill his daughter and his wife, huh? If I'm guessing, he's gonna kill his daughter and his wife.
Oh, high school.
Like,
Yeah, you got till tomorrow to get your stuff out of the house. So.
No. She's living with us forever. Sorry, Carson. Forever.
Kayleen graduated high school just a few months after her father started recording his video diaries and was on track to start at Bellevue College in the fall. In addition to her interest in environmental preservation and gaming technology, she also appears to have shared her father's interest in cameras and dabbled in the hobby of videotaping as well.
Can you take a picture of me and sell me on eBay? What are you doing?
buddy, what do you mean take a picture of you and sell you on eBay? Yeah, like, hello? No one wants a picture of you, buddy.
Bella could have used your support. I came straight from the airport as soon as I heard. Yeah, I don't like that number. Honey, please.
Come on, go.
Lynette also sometimes used the camera to film videos she uploaded to YouTube.
Hi, everyone. My little puppy's looking outside. Okay, I got a lot of stuff to show you guys that I'm going to put in my store. I'm so excited. This is bag 2. And I had so much fun making these too. You guys got a lot of products in here.
I want to first show you, look at Dino. He just got a haircut a couple days ago. My husband was like, he's looking too scruffy.
I am a very shy person, and doing these videos really helps me open myself, because I figured if somebody doesn't want to watch it, then don't watch it. I'm not forcing you to. So these videos really help, and he really helped me.
While Peter worked to refurbish computers, Lynette struggled with medical issues, and as a result, wasn't able to work full-time.
My husband, a few months ago, went out and bought me this big recliner for my back, and I'm just now starting to use it. He's so happy. Usually I just sit on the left seat. I love this chair. He's here. He's supporting me. He takes care of me. Even though I can't go back to work and I'm home in pain.
Yeah, so he's definitely gonna kill his wife and his daughter. Bro, this is so, like...
all the time.
You can tell by, like, all the things. Oh, he's such a good guy. He does this. He does that. You can just tell that, like, they're setting it up for the big twist. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, spoilers, but...
With my dream come true.
She made and sold custom paper flowers and shared her scrapbooking hobby in local fairs to both.
Bro. He couldn't buy her a better fucking camera, bro?
Bolster the family's income.
Oh my gosh.
She would have sold more things if she had
I'm
a better
so
camera.
excited.
This camera don't
Pretty
look
much
horrible.
this is my
it is still
anniversary
pretty
present.
bad, though, to be fair.
I'm so thankful.
It is pretty bad quality.
that
But
my
at least you
husband
can
was
kind of tell what it
giving
is, right?
that so I could stock up on supplies for me. And I also got some stuff for you guys too. Even my husband was looking at this and was just like, oh my gosh, look at the detail.
From an outside perspective, it appeared that although the family faced challenges, they were sticking together and making things work.
Yeah.
But as later events would reveal, all wasn't going as well as it appeared.
You can watch me open this thing. This thing's always so heavy. But works good.
This impressive structure, affectionately nicknamed Camp Keller, was what kept Peter occupied in the woods for so long. Disguised as part of the hillside, the only thing that might give its presence away is a temporary tarp stretched over part of the roof, but Peter took care to conceal that with brush.
This is something I wanted to do
You
Probably.
wanted to do?
since I was a teenager.
Bro, what the fuck is about to
To
happen?
make a home underground somewhere so I didn't have to live around people. One of my projects today is to take all this wood that I've cut up recently and stack it up, pull it down, so if somebody stumbles out here, it not as noticeable. It's just now I have the means, I'm able to actually pay for it. I've spent a lot of money on this so far, thousands of dollars.
On a fucking structure in the middle of the woods? Hello?
thousands more on guns and other stuff. Hardware I'm gonna need.
Hardware I'm gonna need.
Everything
Bro, I
can
don't
think
like
of.
this.
The bunker was a shocking feat of engineering, considering all of Peter's supplies were either gathered from the forest around him or carried in from his house, which was about an hour's hike away.
This is kind of an outside look.
Bro, he has an actual bunker?
My wood pile on this side.
Glowing tree?
In a-
Although, he is in Washington, so that creek is gonna rise hella during rain season. That creek is gonna rise fucking tenfold.
In addition to the tools
during
and
rain
materials he needed to build the bunker, Peter carried a significant amount of food, drinks, and creature comforts into the camp. He brought
All the
enough to set
vodka.
up a kitchenette, complete with an emergency vodka stash. The entire complex was powered with a generator, which Peter somehow managed to bring up the mountain. He even went out of his way to engineer a wood-burning stove made out of an inverted metal garbage can. He rigged a chimney to funnel the smoke up and out of the residence. This smoke would ultimately provide a valuable clue as to the camp's location. Other highlights of Peter's stash include multiple 5-gallon buckets, which could
Bruh.
not have been easy to move, heavy-duty chains, and a hacksaw. But as impressive as the wilderness construction may be, the question remains as to why Peter built it in the first place.
Yeah, that's all I
just
give a
feel
fuck
like
about.
I'm getting
It's wild he built an actual, like, bunker out there, but I really don't give a fuck about the bunker, bro.
knocked back every time financially. My wife is just gonna suck all the money out that I have.
And I'm so
here we go.
excited because I can actually afford these deals. My husband, he gave me some money to go in here, so I'm like so excited.
All right, I'm getting ready to move one of these.
This is just, she's actually excited about, like, something that she's passionate with, and thinks that, like, oh, my husband's such a nice guy, and this guy's like, oh, the fucking bitch gonna use all my fucking money.
These big
Like,
beams
holy
in.
shit, dude.
This thing is pretty heavy. It's soaked with water, which makes them very heavy. Makes it a real.
Let's see. I met him when I was in high school, but I just, wasn't interested. And then I met him again, and he was so sweet. We became like best friends. He said one of these days he wanted to get married and have kids, and he asked me what I wanted, and I said, oh, I want to get married. So then my sister, we were getting along at the time, she really liked him, and she said, well, you gotta just, you're gonna regret it if you don't. So I was like, okay.
Wow, that turns out to be the worst advice of all time coming from her sister.
Then 3 months later,
Bro,
He
what is he doing? He's trying to use like a pulley mechanic to get this massive fucking log up there. It's not a one-man job, homie.
Then 3 months later, he started talking to me about marriage. And I was like, dude, I told you I don't want to get married. Stop pressuring me. We've only officially been together for 3 months. He actually started within a month. And I was just like, no, you gotta stop. So finally, a little over 3 months, he asked me to marry him. I was like, of course I'll marry you. And I grabbed the ring and put it on my finger. I was just so excited.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. It makes it so much funnier knowing this guy's a piece of shit, right? And he's just doing idiotic things, and he's struggling. God damn it. It makes it so much better, bro.
Little over 3 months.
Yeah, that's what you get,
Yes.
you fucking dumbass
Remember.
motherfucker.
I was
He's
like,
trying
of
to
course I'll marry you. And I grabbed
trying to move a log vertically by himself. Like,
the
okay,
ring and
come
put it
on,
my
bro.
finger. I was just so excited.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ, God.
Oh,
my
really? You just realized it's not gonna work? Crazy, bro.
story
You
of
fucking
my husband,
dumbass
who
motherfucker.
is, you know, who is my husband, who's the love of my life.
At this point, I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, these cuts back and forth are
I may
terrifying.
get caught right away. I mean, I could basically be dead in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. It's all up to chance at this point. So I don't think anyone knows where I'm at. But if they put it together, who knows? At this point, I have to take that chance. So it's just going to be a point of, you know, go as far as I can. I do have my escape, and that's death. And I'm okay with that. So I'm getting to the point where just trying to live and pay bills and live as a civilian and go to work.
He's a great guy. He, you know, he stuck around with me. I'm, you know, some.
Dude, the cuts back and forth are just like the cuts back and forth, dude. It's so egregious, but like, why they do it like that, bruh?
Live and pay bills and live as a civilian and go to work.
He's a great guy. He,
Dude.
you know, he stuck around with me. I'm, you know, some guys are kind of leave when you get that. You know, it's part of your vows. But anyways, I don't want to get on to that.
It just freaks me out. It's actually more comfortable for me to think about living out here, robbing banks, pharmacies, just taking what I want for as long as I can. Pharmacies, just living out here. Now, it's actually more comfortable.
So his plan is to
For me to
You're not gonna be able to rob one bank, bro.
think about living out here, robbing banks, pharmacies, just taking what I want for as long as I can. At least it'll be exciting. It won't be boring.
That's fucking like, it's almost kind of sickening at this point, seeing a guy is like, he's completely fucking checked out.
And I don't have to worry about Lynette or Kayleen. And everything will be taken care of. It'll just be me.
Peter's complaints are all too common, but could indicate the presence of major depressive disorder.
Yeah, no shit.
Additionally, Peter is doing a lot of fidgeting in this video, signifying that despite what he's saying out loud, his thoughts might be giving him a lot of anxiety. Perhaps this stems from the fact that, as some of Peter's cryptic comments hint, there's a much darker aspect to his fantasy than he lets on.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get a video log in because we haven't.
He wants to like live the life of a crazy outlaw for like, he just wants to experience it. It's kind of what it seems like for until he dies, which is like, what the fuck, bro?
Done part that I'm not looking forward to.
How do you get to that point?
I'm
You know what I mean?
getting pretty close to that time. I'm guessing probably a couple months away, maybe
Dude,
3.
this is just sickening. He's talking about the events, and we know exactly what he's fucking
So
referring
yeah,
to.
I know. I can. Once I do this, I could either die, then
Yeah, you're definitely gonna die, buddy.
maybe
The question
something will
is just
happen,
when.
or a few days, or weeks, or maybe even years.
Yeah, you're not
My goal is to
going
make it 10 years.
10 years?
but,
You think you're gonna survive 10 years?
That's the other
out
hard
in the
part.
woods by yourself?
To either to not care about dying, and to still care about the project.
Dude, this guy is so twisted. The project. He's got like. Dude.
Peter's comment that he wants to survive for 10 years out in the woods complicates an already strange situation even further. He isn't just aiming to leave his day-to-day life and job behind.
He's looking to start
There
a
are
new one.
Lynette and Kayleen to think about, and so far, he hasn't shown any interest of bringing them along on his adventure.
No, not at all.
Go ahead, open it.
You know exactly what he's gonna do, though. Come on, like he's hinting at it the whole time.
You are so sweet, you guys. Sorry, I'm whispering. My husband's sleeping, and our little doggy's sleeping with him. Last time I was doing a video, I was talking too loud, and he woke up and came out here.
Part of me has a hard time even imagining doing what I'm going to do. But as I think about it, I always come up to the same conclusion every time. I'm starting to get more okay with it.
Dude, holy fuck, man.
Other times I feel like I'm more than ready.
Can we go, like, this shit's gonna flip a switch, and this shit's gonna get really fucking intense and really real fast. And I kind of just want to go back to the part where he was struggling to pull the log straight up a hill. Like, I enjoyed that way more than...
I've tried to make it in this world, and it just isn't happening. I'm 40 now, and I am running out of time. I don't even question it anymore. It just seems like everything makes so much sense now. You know, just the more I've thought about it, the more I understand it. I don't really feel bad about it. It's just the way it is.
Dude, this guy is like ultimate narcissist, fucking psycho. His mind's so twisted and fucking warped that he thinks it's like
You know, certain things happen that cause this to happen.
No,
So,
he's so dumb, bro.
just kind of accepted it.
To be fair, you gotta be an absolute fucking idiot like this to like be like, oh, these things happen, so now this have to happen. It's like it's inevitable, essentially, is what he's saying. It's like, no, motherfucker, it's not. You are literally choosing to do it. It's not like, oh, it was gonna happen anyways. Like, no, you're literally actively choosing to do it.
Well,
like,
this
what
is
the
it.
fuck?
Home sweet home. Got the lantern going so you can see a little bit, not a lot. You know, I often wonder if what I'm doing is the right thing.
Is the right thing?
And I think it is.
That might be the thumbnail right there where he's just looking directly into the camera.
Statements, though shocking, actually align with the earlier theory that Peter was suffering from a serious depressive disorder.
You know, as I do this for hour on hour, it's like I just sit there and think about stuff. Think about, like, how did I get so fucked up? How did so many things go wrong?
It's so crazy because, like, he's talking about it, right? Like it's already done. Like, the future is already set. Oh, my mom's calling me. One sec, chat, one sec. This guy's really about to say, I don't think it's all my fault. Motherfucker, what?
How did so many things go wrong? I don't think it's all my fault. I think it's more my upbringing, family life.
That's just copium, bro. That's just copium to say the things that I'm about to do aren't my fault. That's just like, that's the dumbest logic of all time, right? What I'm about to do isn't my fault. What I'm about to do, but it's not my fault. Like, what? Say it out loud. It doesn't even make sense.
Too ugly. Nobody cared.
Nobody has to care, bro.
Peter's recollection of feeling
Oh my god, this guy, he's hella selfish, extreme
off
narcissist.
also supports the depression theory, as it's common for symptoms to emerge during adolescence. Additionally, it's known that individuals with unresolved trauma can become stuck developmentally. This could very possibly be what happened to Peter, as he previously mentioned that he'd wanted to build a camp like this since he was a teen. If he became emotionally stuck at that point in his life, it could explain his apparent resentment for his family, along with the continued desire to depart from society.
Yeah, basically last year has been really tough on me. I've been coming to terms, realizing just how pathetic I am. And there's just no hope. But It's tough. Wasn't interested in anything anymore.
It's hard for me to have sympathy with someone who's like what I know they're about to do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Motivate myself. All I did was work on this. This is the only thing that can make me feel better. But
so why can't this just be your hobby, bruh? Like why?
I think I've
Start
come to
going
terms
camping more.
with
Like
it. Starting to feel better now. Not quite sure why exactly. If it's just that I'm getting this further along, or maybe I've just come to terms with what I am, my situation, and kind of working through it. You know, I've tried. I always keep going back to the same person I am. I guess it's also because I don't have anything. I never did. No money. My looks are horrible.
My husband actually gave me some money, and I was going to go out and buy some of these, but I'm going to go buy ink instead. Oh my gosh, so awesome. Sorry, I'm trying not to get too excited because my husband's going to be like, what are you doing?
No personality. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's just I understand now very clearly this is the only thing I have.
It's just a single pick, but you know, we all add single pick.
Bruh.
Sorry, my dog's being crazy. My husband's probably chasing him around.
I really hate like the cuts back and forth. It adds a whole nother level, bro. Where he's saying one thing, she thinks that they're in like a
This is the
nice
only
little
thing I
happy
have.
life, and he's just absolutely checked out.
It's just a single pick, but you know, we all add single pick. Sorry, my dog's being crazy. My husband's probably chasing him around the living room. I know, my husband spoils me. He hates seeing me in pain, so tonight he came home and he gave me another $20 because he knows I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow and he wants me to stop at Michael's and get some more stuff.
Well, it's about 2
Bro,
weeks
she's so grateful for $20. Are you kidding me?
before the end. This is going to be my last video, probably before till after that.
Take one.
That's terrible.
I wanted to
Oh my God,
give
he's
some
doing
items
takes.
for my mom and some other items, but I just want to show you this. Psst, Dino. Psst. Sorry, my husband's home. Dino.
Well, it's about 2 weeks
Oh
before.
my God. Alright, I can't. Dude, this shit's about to get fucking insane. Bro, my heart's racing.
Show you this. Psst,
Like
Dino.
the dog barking.
Psst. Sorry, my husband's home. Dino.
Well, it's about 2 weeks before I finally drop out of society and start this project.
I hate that he calls it a project.
Sorry. The cute little puppy, right? So these are the items that are in there now. They're hard plastic. Stop.
Well, it's about 2 weeks before we finally drop out of society, fully commit to this. This is probably going to be my last video till after that.
Here we can see that Peter actually does retakes instead of being fully candid, like other videos suggest. This, along with the comments he's made about his appearance, seem to indicate that Peter cares deeply about how people view him. The retake suggests he's purposely curating how he appears to anyone who views these tapes. He wants to make the best possible impression. Again, this could tie back to...
Bro, the best possible impression? Hello?
Major depressive disorder and childhood trauma. Teenagers often act as though they have what's known as an invisible audience, the idea that people are watching them all the time and judging their looks and actions. From what we see in the
Yeah, that's like because you think the world evolves and revolves around you. I didn't mean to say evolves. I meant to say the world when you're like younger, you think the entire world revolves around you until you realize, oh wait, nobody actually gives a fuck about what I do. So let me just, you know what I mean?
videos, Peter seems to still be acting like this at age 41. This type of behavior can also be found in individuals with narcissistic tendencies.
Oh, what did I say?
The question of Peter's intentions would be one of the first mysteries police faced when they became involved in the situation on April 22, 2012. It was a quiet day in the mobile home park where the Keller family lived when, seemingly out of nowhere, several neighbors heard what they believed to be an explosion. When they saw flames coming out of the windows of the Keller home, the neighbors summoned the fire department. Firefighters swarmed the home, climbing on top of it, even as the blaze ate through the roof. They had no idea just how seriously they were risking their lives until later. Once the fire was doused and investigators entered the residence, they discovered Peter Keller was nowhere to be found. Iwu spoke with Cindy West, a retired police sergeant who worked on the Keller case, in an exclusive interview.
I was actually the public information officer, and it was I think it was a weekend, because I was actually heading out of town, and I got the phone call. So I turned around, came back into town, and arrived up there in North Bend, and then the investigation started there. And as the investigation went on, it just snowballed from what the heck happened to, wow, this is bigger than I think anybody thought at the start.
For those of you who aren't familiar, a public information officer handles all inquiries about an active case, providing private citizens as well as the media with information that's been approved for release. As such, Cindy was intimately familiar with the inner workings of the Keller case. The day of the fire, tracking down Peter became the police's highest priority. In just a few hours, they located his vehicle parked downtown. The keys were left inside, but there was no evidence as to where he might have gone. When they entered his workplace to ask where Peter might be, all his co-workers could offer was that Peter had already left for the day and had stated that he might be back tomorrow, next week, or possibly never. Police also discovered that Peter had recently withdrawn $6,200 from the family bank account. Everything suggested that Peter was either in danger, running, or both. For now, police had no idea where he could be hiding.
Yeah,
But they weren't clueless for long. Police got lucky when searching Peter's home and unearthed a hard drive containing Peter's video diaries.
Oh my
Combined
God.
with what else was discovered
You fucking dumbass. Yes.
in the residence, the investigation went from serious to downright bone-chilling.
Yeah.
Well, before,
Bro, on the hard drive,
a while ago, I used to sit here and think, this whole thing is just crazy at times, and then I'd think about it, and it would make sense, and it's like, okay, this is what I gotta do.
Peter's decisiveness in this clip, paired with the horrific details of what police had found in the remains of his home, would likely be shocking to even the most seasoned law enforcement official. They were at a complete loss when it came to explaining how and why this had happened.
So he burnt down his own house and killed everyone inside.
Only time would reveal the haunting truth. When it came to the video entries, they supplied more than just a record of Peter's thoughts. As it turned out, other entries in the video diary and the accompanying photographs would become the key to tracking Peter. Retired Sergeant Cindy West was able to share the creative technique the police ended up using.
They had photographs that Keller had taken on the mountainside as he's constructing this bunker, from nothing's there to a little bit more to a little bit more. In one of the photos, you can see, I couldn't see it, it looked like a power line in the distance. So you're looking
right here. Oh my God.
Off the mountain toward, which would be North Bend, the city. You can barely see this power line and something else.
Wait, bro, he just went up the mountain a little bit? No way he's like right here, right? Are you fucking kidding me? This guy's such a fucking idiot, bro. Oh, my camera's blocking it. Hold up. Look, the power line right here. He just went like right up here, bro.
Again, I didn't think it was a power line. But our detective Mike Mellis says, I think that's a power line. I think that down there is probably the city. And then according to these other photos, there's a couple streams nearby. So he's on the mountainside as he's constructing this bunker. From nothing's there to a little bit more to a little bit more. In one of the photos, you can see, I couldn't see it. It looked like a power line in the distance. So you're looking off the mountain toward, which would be North Bend, the city. You can barely see this power line and something else. Again, I didn't think it was a power line. But our detective Mike Mellis says, I think that's a power line. I think that down there is probably the city. And then according to these other photos, there's a couple streams nearby. So he does a lot of investigation and says, well,
not much. What's going on, bro?
Dude, I'm fucking...
I know you were in here, but I had to leave. Yeah. That's why I didn't say nothing earlier.
You're good. I'm fucking, reacting to a motherfucking video. The guy documented... It's up in North Bend. He fucking killed all his family members in a fire, and then went out into the middle of the fucking woods.
He put them all in a fire?
No, he like burnt down his house. He like arsoned his own home.
Oh, like with his family in it, or?
Yeah, yeah. And
what a savage.
Bro, what?
Fucking just burned up his whole family?
Bro, and then he was recording it the whole time. He was like,
what the
fuck? Like it was like YouTube. He like videotaped the entire thing. And not the burning of the family, but like weeks up to it, where he was building this bunker and shit.
Oh, out in the fucking woods.
Yeah, in North Bend.
Oh, I was just watching that. I didn't finish it all because I fucking.
She said, "What a savage! I hate you, bro. That's disgusting."
Yeah, that's savage as fuck, bro. He fucking burnt his family up in his house.
What do you
tell me that's not savage?
What do you mean by savage? Like ruthless?
What
savage?
I mean, like. What I mean by savage is what exactly what a savage is, bro.
Like a ruthless.
I'm not talking about like a cool savage.
Okay,
I'm talking about like the true definition of a savage, like that. Like you're an animal, bro, a monster.
Yeah, literally. Okay, thank you. That's we just had to because you said savage, and I'm like.
Yeah, I didn't mean new terminology, savage.
Yeah, okay. We just had to clarify that real quick because like that is.
I meant like some Viking or some kind of savage like type shit where they go into a village and fucking pillage, kill everyone, you know, like that kind of savage. Dude, don't care about nobody.
Fucking recorded it the whole time. He was taking fucking.
Well, it's got to be in one of these.
That's crazy, bro. And he had a daughter and shit.
Yeah, he had a daughter and a wife.
Damn, he killed a daughter too.
I think
I thought she lived.
They haven't announced who died yet, so I haven't watched. Don't spoilers.
Oh, but I don't know. I thought she lived, but I
I didn't finish it because they haven't like said who died or not.
I only watched a few minutes into it, like 5 minutes.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Combined with reports of Peter's truck being
I didn't get to the part where he
even
killed his family. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
This was enough information for police to start canvassing the area.
My phone slipped in my hand and it like wiped the screen away, and I couldn't find the video again after that.
Damn.
Yeah, so I never got to finish it.
Well,
that shit's crazy as fuck.
You can watch it back on the YouTube when I upload it. Woo! All right, let me finish this.
Yeah.
Search for Camp Keller. It took 6 days, but eventually they succeeded.
Dude, they found him because of when they went to his house. They found a hard drive that had like the videos and pictures of what he was taking, and one of the pictures had like a power line in the background. And the detective was like,
able to trace
that power. Yeah, it's like the power lines, da da da. And then they fucking right here.
Succeeded.
Took 6
days. The smoke visible in this footage came from Peter's makeshift
chimney
and was instrumental
only
in
made it for 6 days.
The police to Camp Keller. However, rushing in and making an arrest wasn't going to be an option.
6 days.
They had no idea how many people might be inside or what their intentions were. Remember, Peter had been stockpiling weapons and ammunition at home.
Dude,
and thanks.
I'm just saying, the best part about this motherfucker had a wet log, like a massive log. He was trying to use a pulley system to pull it straight up a hill. And it was like right when you see it, like, oh, that's not gonna fucking right. I literally started laughing. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? He was
did look like a weirdo.
He was pulling, he's like, argh! And like something snapped. He's like, oh, it's not gonna work.
It's
like, bro, you are so dumb, dude. Of course you're the type of person to do something like this. Like, you're such a fucking idiot.
discovered when
For
police
real
reviewed the
shit,
recordings
bro.
that were not destroyed in the house fire.
Straight
They knew he
stupid as
likely had
fuck.
firearms at his camp.
Yeah.
Little
Hold
did
up, I
they
gotta
know
watch this
what
ending right
else
here.
they would uncover.
I'm about
They
to
also
smoke.
knew that there was a chance they could be dealing with a hostage situation. A direct approach could endanger Peter's life if he was being held captive, or spook him if he had hostages of his own. They needed to make whoever was inside come to them.
You guys on the number 3 side, can you get to that window and break it out or throw gas in there?
Brian, there looks like
This is a fucking hella intense little situation here. He's in the middle. He's in a bunker in the middle of the woods, and he's got guns and shit. Like,
damn, that man was ready for war.
Directly towards the dirt wall, but I couldn't see
he was
it.
saying in there, he was like, yeah, and then after I do the thing, like, he was calling it the event or the project, where the fuck he was saying.
I'm dead, killing his family.
Bro, yeah, it's like, what the fuck, bro?
That's, yeah, real project, bro.
Dude, yeah, real fucking shit. And, he's like, I'll just survive, like, I'll rob, like, banks and pharmacies and shit. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? You are so.
It's like, yeah,
he wants
you
to
probably
live like an outlaw, like a fucking, like, he just lives in such a
like
fantasy.
the
fucked up in his
motherfucker.
head.
He could have done that, bro. Like, but documenting it and going full, like, I think he invested more time trying to document what he's doing than actually investing his time into actually doing what he was talking about.
He's a true narcissist because he doesn't want to do it. He wants people to know he's doing it. That's what it is. He's like a true fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Is that what a narcissist is?
Well, narcissist is just you care about yourself. You're just only about, everything's about you, true you.
Okay.
You kill people, whatever the fuck. It's just mainly everything, like, you think the world evolves around you.
Like you're self-centered.
Very self-centered, yeah. Narcissist is very self-centered.
Okay.
Tarp should push it right into the structure.
That's exactly what they decide to do.
Wait, what? Wait, I gotta go back.
Push it right in. If we throw number 2 in that ditch, it should cycle right up.
I'm gonna go pick up pack up backwards here in a few after this video.
That's exactly what they decide to do.
I just got
The response team keeps the bunker surrounded in the hopes that the gas canister will drive those inside out of the bunker and straight to the waiting forces. But after about 10 minutes, nothing has changed.
Yeah, it's dissipating finally. The first one you sent in is dissipating. You want me to throw a 98 under the window, the open window where we first gassed? Yeah, if you can do it from your position.
With the gas canisters having no effect, the team is forced to reconsider their tactics.
So for planning purposes, if this gas isn't going to work, we may have the command post try and locate like a wildland fire pump and hose that can pump a large volume of water into this place, Greg. Okay. I think we could probably utilize this creek. We just need enough.
Oh my god. No, I was literally saying that earlier where he has a little creek running by saying, I'm like, oh, well, you're an idiot. You're in Washington. During rain season, that creek's gonna, like, increase tenfold. That creek's gonna turn into a fucking river.
Oh, yeah.
And these guys just talked about, I think we can utilize the creek. We're gonna pump water under the creek. It's like, wait, what?
Hose that can pump
water into the creek?
Can we get a hose that can pump a large volume of water into this place? It's about to flood this motherfucker out. That's a crazy, that's a wacky idea, but I love it.
Creek. We just need enough hose and a pumping station to get it, you know, up to where we want it.
We've got new photos showing this bunker may have multiple levels.
That's a wacky idea, it's flooding him out.
This information actually came from Peter directly, and the self-recorded videos that they found in his burned-out house.
Well, this is the end of the day. I'm getting wrapped up, getting ready to leave. I don't know if you can see me, but kind of one last look at everything. That's my fireplace, wood stove, whatever. Pretty dark.
What's the running water
Now we're going upstairs.
Yeah, he must have a pump there, right? He has his own pump. He's just taking water from the creek directly. Maybe he like no, he definitely has to have a pump. There's no way he like.
This is where most of my supplies are.
Made a little bit of it go.
pretty well stocked up. My window.
Bro, he has an actual window? What the fuck? Put a window in underneath.
The fuck?
Dude, he put so much effort in it. Like, I don't understand. Why couldn't this just be your fucking hobby, bro? Like, if you were just making bunkers and shit, he was saying the whole time. I actually
made hella money.
He was actually saying the whole time. I actually feel a lot better with the bunkers. Building this. It's like, bro, it's like.
Could have made a series out of that on YouTube.
Dude, real shit. If you just didn't fucking weren't a complete fucking psychopath.
Yeah, why'd you want to kill your family?
Bro, what the fuck?
Finally, police resorted to throwing a grenade
weirdo.
towards the bunker.
Throwing a grenade? That's fire.
Yeah, that is pretty far. Yeah.
When even an actual explosion failed to get results, police knew that they would have to be the ones to approach. After a full day of besieging the bunker, they decided to break through the roof.
Break through the roof? Hello? We're gonna FBI open up this motherfucker?
You might be wondering why a house fire investigation demanded such an extensive response. As a matter of fact, it didn't.
Yep.
After assessing the situation, investigators concluded that they were dealing with arson.
Yep.
But that would all change when they made their way into the home and stumbled upon a disturbing discovery. It wasn't a subtle attempt either.
Evidence, household goods, furniture. 2-gallon gas can.
The remains of a red gas can were found.
Bruh, oh, so, what?
Melted onto the stove, where it had been placed in a skillet to heat up until it ignited.
Holy shit. This motherfucker put a metal gas can. No, not a metal gas can, my bad. He put a 1-gallon gas can on a 12-inch metal skillet on top of the stove. And that's how he started the fire.
Police found several other gas cans throughout the residence,
And he put gas
boxes
cans
of
all around the
ammunition,
house. What the
and a
fuck?
homemade explosive device. Investigators could only assume it was meant to be triggered by the fire in order to destroy the house and everything inside. Had the fire team arrived just a few moments later, it could have gone off while they were on the roof, potentially costing them their lives.
Damn.
Police believed that this evidence was meant to be destroyed in the fire, along with the video diaries. But those items were hardly the most shocking thing they discovered.
Oh, they definitely found bodies.
There were 2 bodies in the bedroom of the Keller home, untouched by the fire. Tragically, the bodies were identified to be those of Lynette and Kayleen Keller. They had both been shot in the head.
Yep. So Shane, this guy, he murdered both his wife and his daughter. Both shot them both in the head in the house, and then
shot him first. That's
shot him
crucial.
first, and the fire didn't even get to him. Fucking
That's
dumbass
fucked up.
motherfucker. He put gas cans and a homemade bomb around the house. And then put the gas can on the stove, or whatever. And he was meaning for the whole thing to fucking blow up.
That's crazy.
But the firefighters got there and put out the fire before before the house blew up and shit, and before the house got to the bodies and all that. So he's motherfucker.
I'm dead,
This motherfucker
bro.
is
What
such
a dummy.
fucking idiot, bro. Like,
Shot him in the head. That's crazy.
Nice. Nice. Look at all that smoke. Oh my gosh.
Okay, make sure you
Imagine your dad just grabbing it,
Okay.
just pointing at you and shooting you in your face.
It seems that what Peter's video diaries have been hinting at the
Fucking
entire
imagine that.
time was killing
That's
his own family.
yeah,
Your
we
own dad.
know that he was.
It's already bad enough.
Part of
to
me has a
It's already
hard time
bad enough
even
you gotta-
imagining doing what I'm going to do.
get shot in the face by somebody.
But as I think about
Random.
it, I always come up to the same conclusion
Imagine having your own dad
every
shot in
time.
the face.
I'm starting
I
to
can't even
get
end-
more
end your
okay
life.
with it.
I know.
Yeah,
Retired
shit.
Sergeant Cindy West was once
Yeah.
It's literally unimaginable. Literally.
Real shit. Real
It's
shit.
like the things
crazy,
that like this whole situation is definitely one of the wildest. I've watched
Especially
a lot
when-
of these true crime things. One of
They're
one of
always
my main
weird
thing
though,
on
man.
YouTube. Well, obviously they're always weird because you're like getting a full breakdown of a case where people died. It's fucking horrible. It's like it
Dude.
feels weird. My heart literally when I was watching the tapes earlier before he even said what he was doing, my heart was racing the whole time. Literally, I was like, and it's just like, you get like a little weird jitters. It's like, bro, what the fuck? But I've watched a lot of these, right? This is definitely one of the worst ones that I've watched because he's documenting it the whole time. He's talking about it the whole time. That is
like a serial killer, bro.
dude. Well, he's recording it. No, like I've never seen one where the guy's recording.
Well, it's like a
the lead up
trophy,
and all
bro.
that. Oh,
It's like
trophy's a weird word for it. He just wants people to know.
No, it ain't.
Literally.
It ain't a weird word for it because like he is like, was he really planning on like releasing it to the world, showing everybody what he was doing?
Yeah, that's the only point.
If he did get away with it.
Yeah, that's the only point of making this.
Or did he make them to have them as trophies?
I
So
don't
sit
think
there
he
and like
planned.
fucking
Well,
be a little weirdo,
he
like
said,
and watch him over.
No. In the very beginning, he said, "I'm gonna be dead, and whether it's a week, 2 weeks, a year, he's like, I'm just gonna go as long as I can." So he definitely had it this whole time where he's gonna fucking
just
kill his whole
leaving
family.
evidence behind.
Yeah, kill his whole family,
So
and then
people
he
knew.
dies, and then everyone can watch the tapes and everything. He wants it to be like he's a true
movie.
narcissist. He wants the people to fucking, you know what I'm saying?
A
He wants
movie
people
about
to
him.
see and be fucking noticed for once in his life. It's like, bro, that is just the how your mind can get so twisted that becomes like what you're going. It's just I don't know. Let me finish this fucking video. I need to go get a pack of backwards.
That's the way you want to go.
Now
about
willing
I got
to share
3
her
minutes left.
thoughts on the
And I'm gonna
tragedy.
finish this video.
I don't
It's
think
so
either
crazy.
of them knew it was coming.
No,
Again,
they
based on the
definitely didn't, bro. The wife, it's fucked up too because the wife is doing like her own little YouTube thing the whole time. So through this entire video, Shane, you can watch it back if you want to when I drop it. But they're fucking like in this video they're cutting back and forth from his video things to his wife, and he's like saying like, "Oh, I fucking hate everything," and it cuts to his wife where she's like, "Oh, my husband's such a," and like it's honestly it's pretty hard to watch.
Conversations
it's fucking
that we had with
What she's
friends
saying
of
is
both of them.
She had no idea it was coming at all. She's doing like her own YouTube thing where she's selling stuff on like she has like her own little store and she's making like little things that she's selling. She's found her own little thing and she's fucking happy with it. And she was like had like some health problems and shit. And, like she thinks that her husband's like helping take care of her, and then really
It sounded like he was a loving, great husband.
Well, not ending her
So I
life
think they're both blindsided
going
by
on a
it.
fucking
And
spree.
they were definitely both
you know,
blindsided by it.
I don't know. This
Yeah.
case just
Kind of
racks
looked
my
like that. It
brain.
kind of looked that way when I
There's
watched
no
the
way it's
video.
ever gonna resolve in my brain
Their
because you
fucking
just
parents were
think,
there at her
why?
graduation
Not
and
only
shit.
did he kill his wife and his daughter, but based on the friends and neighbors, he had this dog that went everywhere with him, hiking, or apparently
Didn't seem
to
like
go
it was
build a
gonna
bunker,
fucking end with him
you know,
putting a
for
bullet
all
in her
these
head.
years. And he killed the dog too. He was afraid that the dog would give him away in the
Damn,
bunker,
dog, what
and
is
so he
savage,
killed the
bro?
dog too.
Poor dog. And
Again,
the dog too.
there's no explanation. I mean, I get that he obviously had some
bro,
sort
fucking
of mental
crazy.
illness. Dipstick wasn't hitting the
Mental
oil with
illness
him,
is an
but
understatement, dog.
it just makes you shake your head. I've seen a lot of stuff in my career, a lot of bad
Yeah, I
things.
don't know if that's a mental illness.
You just shake your head about,
I could go
sometimes
kill a
when
whole
things
bunch of people
happen.
right
But
now.
this case
Do some fucked
really,
up ass shit. I
really
don't think
got to me.
Cindy shared with
And
us
then
what
you can't
happened when
blame mental
police finally
illness.
made entry into Camp Keller
Anyone could do
and
that.
what they find inside.
Anyone could go from being sane to like insane, real quick.
Yeah, but there's like you gotta reach that point. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think like I don't know,
Nah,
but
bro,
I know
this-
me
people
personally,
got-
I could never reach that point. I could never. Like I'm too like. I don't know. There's just no way. There's no fucking. Let me finish this video. There's just.
I
No
couldn't
way.
I couldn't reach that point either. Really.
No,
I mean,
when you
why the
think
fuck you
about
want-
it, when you're actually like.
I have more brains than that to not want to
The
throw away my
bunker is
life.
It's not even about throwing away your life. Like I think about other people too. It's like I think about all the time when I'm out walking. Imagine if some random motherfucker just came up and blasted me away for no reason. It's like I couldn't even. I think about that, and then I think like,
To me, that's
how
just
could I
what
be
it
on
is,
their
man.
their side?
But
Right,
I don't know.
I gotta finish this video, bro.
Finish
We
it up.
keep,
when
we
police
keep
finally made entry into Camp Keller, and what they find inside the bunker is even more shocking
He
than
shot
anyone expected.
When our TAC 30, aka SWAT guys, discover the
someone that
bunker, of
killed
course
the
they
cop and
surround
then
it,
shot
make
his-
sure everybody's
shot
safe, let
himself.
everybody know what's going on before they hail to him saying, "Hey, come on out with your hands up." yada yada, all
I
that.
don't see
And it
shit on
was
that, though.
just a short time after they initially tried to make contact with him that they heard a pop. So they didn't know, did he have an accidental discharge? Was it something else? They didn't know.
When the walls of Camp Keller were finally breached, police discovered that Peter had stayed true to his word and ended his life when faced with capture, soon after the police surrounded his stronghold. Perhaps this was Peter's only intention all along.
Yeah, he shot himself.
He
at the
wanted
end.
to achieve this teenage fantasy of living out underground in the woods before he died.
Jesus Christ.
But he had no end game other than his own death.
Well, the fact that he was found was significant. We were worried what he might do to somebody else. If he's, brazen enough to kill his wife and his daughter, then what's he going to do to somebody else? But I think there was a sense of relief that it was over, that he had been not apprehended, but that he was finished with his crime spree, that nobody else got hurt. There was so much potential for injuries to citizens and all the officers involved that it was definitely a sense of relief.
Dude,
the camp was turned over to King County Department of Natural Resources, who eventually destroyed the bunker. Peter's cash hoard was donated to a memorial scholarship established in memory of Lynette and Kayleen.
Jesus fucking Christ. Wow. Well, yo, hey, make sure to go subscribe to Explore with Us if you haven't already, yeah? God damn, man. Dude, that one was fucking... That one felt different. You know what I mean? Yeah, you didn't watch the whole thing, but that one felt
Showing me?
different. Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of just saying it too, but...
Yeah, that shit's fucking... That shit was crazy.